Yeah. Two peas in a pod, you go together perfectly. Talking tough all the time, you bitches act as if you're Hercules. Someone get a doctor, they both need straight jackets urgently. Certainly, you can't possibly believe you're hurting me. Cause I am king and I'll remain the king eternally. You should take it personally, I will slay you verbally and I'll dissect you surgically. Purposely, don't act like you ain't heard of me. This is an emergency and that is not hyperbole. Keep fucking with me and you'll be the first to see. This ain't an assault, it's verbal murder in the first degree. Yeah, I know you gassed each other up and you think that you are winning, but you're so bad at this, you've been losing since the beginning. Sofa lives in someone else's house in Hialeah. Pizza lives in a camper that smells like diarrhea. Mamma mia, you think that you're in hiding, but I see ya. Can't wait until the day I fucking get the chance to meet ya. Pizza, 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 pizza. You wanted me to interview you, nope, not a chance. Cause your story is bullshit and I could see at first glance that you're a fraud and your life story is fake. You act like a broad and you're too much to take. You're the type of liar that would lie about the date. You just keep fucking with me to see if I will take the bait. And you're so full of hate, you're racist and you're prejudiced. You're just a fucking bigot bitch and I can hardly wait till you run into the wrong man and he sets your ass straight, grabs you by the neck and puts a pistol in your face. You're a disgrace to this place, to every single person on this motherfucking earth. Your existence in this world has been a curse since your birth. Slow blow, why you mad? You were just as bad. You're a useless fucking clown and your life is so sad. Still rocking construction tins and your jeans are some custom slims. He was hiding in the closet till somebody came and busted him. Now Pizza so flows friend even though he never trusted him. There was once a time when he really just disgusted him. I guess George forgot just who Pizza really was to him. They're getting really close now. Who knows what Pizza does to him? He probably gives his butt to him. Maybe he busts a nut in him. Yuck. Disgusting. Two peas in a pod, you go together perfectly. Talking tough all the time, you bitches act as if you're Hercules. Someone get a doctor, they both need straight jackets urgently. Certainly, you can't possibly believe you're hurting me. Cause I am king and I'll remain the king eternally. You should take it personally, I will slay you verbally and I'll dissect you surgically. Purposely, don't act like you ain't heard of me. This is an emergency and that is not hyperbole. Keep fucking with me and you'll be the first to see. This ain't an assault, it's verbal murder in the first degree. I'm out, everyone. See you on the next one. Fat Bald-Sicilian. Peace.
Yizzo, what's going on today, guys? My apologies in the beginning of the show there. I had the Trump thing up at the top of the screen. I do that a lot because I did a politics show last night. I don't even notice it anymore. I'm so used to fucking looking at it. So my fault. Let me see. Bobby Berberian, Tom Sheehy, Nick Valente, Michael Hensley, War, Arlene Smith. Wait a minute. Did I shout? Hold on, guys. My mouse isn't working. Okay, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Pat Travolino, all fired up. Jorge can't read. Erica Kirk, that's funny. That crazy bitch. Tom's bitch won. Let me see. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and totally less than straight. I saw you last night in the politics show. Good to see you. Good to see you. I did okay last night, guys. I did 2 shows that were only about an hour each, and the first one got 15,000 views, and the second one got just about 10,000 views. So 25,000, not including the Mobtube shows. Not bad, not bad. I want to do one today too at some point, but it might be later because I want to get out of here for a while. I got to do some Christmas shopping, guys. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to buy, but I got to find shit to buy people. I don't know. So, FBS, if you still got high and drunk, do you think you could still debate politics? Yeah, but bro, I would be, I am, none of you would like me. Okay, I'd have no friends on here. I'd have no donors. Well, then again, I don't know. Tony Pizza does, so it's possible. But my point is, I am not a fun drunk. I am a very aggressive, very angry, very violent drunk. So not only that, but, you know, I manage to always make a complete asshole out of myself when I'm drinking. So even if I tried to, you know, I'm sure I could still out debate MAGA. That's simple. But out debating a smart person, I don't know. Drunk is not good for me. You know, that's one of the things that keeps me from drinking. This, believe it or not, because I know that if I got drunk and I did a live stream, which I most likely would, because, you know, when you're drunk, everything's a good idea. I would alienate the entire audience. You'd want nothing to do with me anymore. And I'd make such a fucking fool out of myself. I would just be a laughing stock from then on out. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm not fucking around with alcohol. Nope. No way. Let me see. Yeah, I saw 330 something in the chat. Yeah, that was the last show. The first show we had over 500, and we were, you know, between 300 and 400 for quite a while. So yeah, it's not bad. I told you that algorithm. It's like, I don't know what it is. If I just do the vertical live streams, after a while it starts to die, and I got to do like a horizontal live stream. I got to do an upload. Then it gets better for a while. You will kill MAGA off some bourbon. Yeah, fuck that. No bourbon for me, man. I don't want nothing to do with alcohol anymore. I'm done. Look what happens when you drink alcohol. You know, you become a crazy Cuban sometimes. And then next thing you know, you're slapping your fucking wife around. You know, you're bossing her mother around the house, telling her what to do. You're fucking getting restraining orders from your mother and father and fucking brother and everybody else, you know. You're jumping around your room like a fucking monkey. I mean, that's what happens when you drink alcohol. You know, you turn into a complete and total low down, filthy scumbag rapist sometimes even. At least that's what happened with one guy I know of. So you got to be very, very careful with alcohol. Very, very careful. And apparently if you're one of those types of people, even smoking weed all day, every day won't calm you down. You know, every time I've drank 151, I made an ass of myself. Oh, that was my thing. And I went to a bar. This was in 2007. Before they outlawed 151 in PA, I was at a bar called 4Bs in this town called Manchester. And I never went to this place specifically because of the cops that hang out around there. But we were at Ada's that night, and somebody I was with wanted to go there. I don't know. And we went there, and I drank. Before we even got there, I drank like 4 or 5 151 in Cokes. And in Ada's, that was a VPA, members only. That's like 5 ounces of 151 and a splash of Coke. And then I went to 4Bs and I was drinking more. And when I left there, I was racing like I was in an actual, like, you know, NASCAR race. I was racing back to York City, or so I thought. And then I hauled ass past the cop, and he pulled me over. And I was laughing and shit, and I thought the whole thing was hilarious. I'll tell you why in a second. I've told you this story before. And the cop was like, "Where are you heading?" And I said, "I'm heading to," for some reason, I said, "Dover." And he said, "Yeah, Dover's that way." I was like, "Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying." I was, so anyway, he said, "Were you drinking?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I was drinking a lot. Yep, fuck it, just cuff me." He said, "Why are you taking this so what?" When we got to central booking, he said, "I've never seen anybody so happy about getting a DUI." Because I was laughing and joking with the judge and shit. And he said, "Why are you so happy about it? You're at the very least, you're okay with it." I said, "Well, because if you would have caught me an hour before, I would have had all types of cocaine on me and I'd be going to jail for a very long time." Because it's true, I did. When I left Ada's, I had a bunch of coke on me. And when we went to 4B's, this fucking guy kept nagging me. He said, "I got a bunch of customers here. Just let me hold it. I'll pay you back tomorrow." And I don't front people shit. I kept telling him, no, no, no. And then I said, "Oh, fuck it. Go ahead, take them." Thank God I fronted him the coke I had on me. And he did pay me the next day. But when I got pulled over and searched, I had no cocaine. So, yeah. But I was lit. I mean, my God. I don't even like thinking about times like that. But the way I live my life now, it's almost tough for me to believe that I was like that for so long. You know? Sorry, Joy Perry. Anyway, what's this fucktard in Miami up to today? Anything? I see he's got a show tomorrow where he's going to be talking about my daughter. So, Tina, just to let you know, I'm going to have to do a show tomorrow. It's going to be, I've already decided, it's going to be about Robert Munoz, the child sex trafficker. It's going to be about you, Tina, your mother, and possibly Michael Wiseman. Possibly. I got to decide. So, I mean, why not, you know? But it'll be a lot of you. It'll be a lot of you. And it'll be ugly, of course. But I told you, I warned you yesterday, bitch. I said, watch what happens if your man does a show about my daughter on Monday. And he's doing one. So, listen, eye for an eye. It's the way it works. You know, if you bring my kid into it, I got to bring your kid into it. If you bring some ex, you know, fucking girlfriend or current spouse or anything into it, I got to do the same to you. That type of stuff. That's how it works. So, oh, that's all right. Who cares? Is it really her? Is it one of those videos from Florida? Game on. Yeah, it's gonna get ugly. Nah, not Esquire. I was hesitant to send it. Yeah, I'm not sweating it. Just tell me what it is. I don't care. Just keep the fights, man. What? 'Twas 4 days before Christmas and all through chat so slow it was creeping like a rat. Not bad, not bad. I knew this gambler and we're at the store and he lost $5 $20 scratch offs and he says buy the next $20 card, it'll be a winner. I said no thanks. Uh-oh. And what happened? 100 G's or something? I used to go to that same place, Ada's, and they had those pull tab tickets and shit. And I knew how they worked. Like they'd put a box of tickets in at a time. And I just knew the patterns. Like I was really good at it because if there was, like, say a bunch of $5 winners in say the ticket Dakota Kid, it depended on the ticket, then I knew there was 100 around there somewhere. So I would keep playing. Anyway, one time I went in and I asked the owner, I said, hey, anybody hit the $2 ticket tonight? Because a $2 ticket had a $500 winner. And he was like, no. He said this dude, Jermaine, that I didn't like. He was like, he was just in here and he put 200 in the machine. He didn't win shit. I said, all right, put a $20 bill in. Boom. Hit the 500. Yep. Yeah, he finished telling, or he didn't. I don't gamble. Oh. That's your story? He was the boss, so I got whacked. Gotcha. All right. A little confused, but hey. Let me see. My God. Bro. SoFlo, you are obsessed with black dicks. Holy shit. I wonder why you're a Trump supporter. You guys are obsessed with dicks. Holy shit. SoFlo. That's why he talks about mandingos so much. That guy has dick on the brain. So he probably actually does have a dick on his brain. I wouldn't doubt it. But tomorrow's going to be an ugly, ugly day. I'm even going to go out and skate and shit, get my energy up. And I might even do it on my other channel just because it's going to be so incredibly brutal. I might do it on my other channel. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Tony's operating on the I guess his idea for all this is, well, I'll just fuck with Chris and his family as much as I want. And if he fucks with Tina, Tina will call the cops on him. And if he fucks with Girolama, she'll call the cops on him. And if he fucks with Michael, he'll call the cops on him. It's fine. Hey, I'm all prepared for that. Don't worry. No worries whatsoever. I want you guys to take me to court. I don't think you understand. I want you to. Because, Tony, you have to be stopped. And you'll never, Tony, in a million years, have the kind of stuff on me that I have on you, meaning, you know, the clips of the horrible shit you've done. I've never even done shit that comes close to that, you know? So I want you to take me to court. I want you to. No problem. Cock on the cranium. Yes, that's what he's got. That's what he's got. But they're not going to, Tina is not going to allow this fucktard to, you know, dance around in that room and talk about people's families, and then she just gets away with it. No. She has complete and total control over him, her and her fucking mother, because they provide him with a place to live. He uses their computer. He uses their internet. Bottom line, everything in that house belongs to them. Everything in that house. Even if it was a gift to him, it belongs to them. So they're not going to get away with letting this dude do this shit anymore. They're not. They're not. You know, I have half a mind, honestly, to just sue Tina. For real. Suing Tony would be stupid. I mean, you can't get blood from a stone. But Tina, does Florida have wage garnishment? I whacked a lot of bosses, capos, maid guys, etc. I know that. I would absolutely, in a court of law, put my hand on a Bible, which I don't believe in anyway, and swear, I would say under oath that, yes, I've heard Tina on the phone planning this stuff with Tony, because I have. And you know what? Other people have too. There's other people on here. There's 4 or 5 of them, actually, that heard the same stuff I heard. And they know when I say this that it's true because they heard it too, you know. The run a scan on this one or that one thing went on for months. She would call from work. He would say, "Hey baby, I need you to run a scan on Josie. I need you to run a scan on this one." And she would always answer, "Well, I have to do it tomorrow. My boss is here," or you know, "I can't do it until Monday. You know, it's too late in the day," and it was a Friday or something. And she would do it. And that's how Tony SoFlo had Josie's social security number before he ever got any information from anyone else on people. He already had that, you know. So, hey, where's my camera? Yeah. Fucking camera. You believe this dickhead? Sweating Nikki Blade for like 2 years for a fucking piece of shit camera. And I'm glad Nikki never gave it to him. I'm thrilled about that. I am. I wonder what it's like for Tony. Like Tony, I don't even really want to know. I'd never want to find out my own life, but I never would. I'd never be in that predicament because I never allow myself to be. But whatever people he's known throughout his life, you know, I'm sure they're all doing better than him. Even people that were in the streets with him, that were gangbangers and everything else. Everybody eventually gets their head together, okay? Everybody that I've known. I mean, there are a couple of motherfuckers I know in their 50s and 60s that are still hustling and shit. But for the most part, everybody... Oh, you're saying, where's my... Oh. You want a camera SoFlo never gave you. Yeah, I remember that. I thought you were talking about when he was chasing Nikki for the camera. Anyway, people always eventually get their shit together, even thugs and criminals. You know, they grow up, they get older, and they do stuff with their lives. Do you know how many guys I know that are ex-convicts that own successful businesses now and have beautiful wives and homes and everything else? And you know, you got somebody like Tony who the only money he's ever seen in his life came from a robbery. He's never seen real money in his life other than that. Never. He's been broke his whole life. He's been broke his whole, and he's still broke. He's still broke because Tina might have a little bit of money, but she is one cheap motherfucker. So that's why when she takes him shopping, he can't get the expensive stuff. He's got to get the cheap shit. They got to go to fucking TJ Maxx to do their shopping. That's who he is. So, you know, you got people like Nikki. And I only use Nikki as an example because I know Nikki, and Nikki goes back with SoFlo to when they were kids. And that dude, a very successful guy, has successful businesses, a lot of money, beautiful wife, happy life, kids, you know. And then you got SoFlo standing still. Talking about pizza, man. What about pizza, man? What are you saying about pizza? I'm talking about SoFlo. Hey, Jorge, Tina's my new avatar. Let me see. Is that her? Where did you get these pictures? Send them to me, whatever you got. I was digging some up last night. But fatbalditalian@gmail. Yeah, send me some good shit, guys, on all this stuff, because I don't have the time I used to have to be doing research all day and night. I got to do politics lives and everything else. So, plus it's Christmas time, so I you know, appreciate any assistance. Just send me pictures you got, send me dirt, send me whatever, you know. The stuff that fell off the truck. Yeah. The stuff he bought in Montgomery Wards with a fucking stolen credit card. Fucking loser. You know, I've known guys like that my whole life, and it's the guys that rob and steal that can't make money any other way. They can't work. They can't hustle. I mean, you would think anybody could sell drugs and be successful. No. There are guys that just can't do it. They're just not good at it. You know what I mean? Man, I've seen guys that are getting fronted an ounce of coke every week for years, and they still never have their own re-up money. They still, you know, they never make any real profit off the shit. It's just like, I'm going to sell drugs because it looks cool. Yeah, probably the Under Armour and all that. What kind of fucking Cuban guy wears Under Armour? The guy's such a cornball. Fucking Under Armour. That's young, thick Tina. Just Google her name. That's the only pic I found. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Gotcha. She is enormous. Oh, shit. Is it normal to fantasize about Tina wearing a strap on, doing the cha-cha, asking for a friend? No, it's not normal. Tariff dividend, $2,000 check from IRS incoming. Then you read the U.S. Sun and call them fake news. What? Colonel Quayle, what are you saying? I mean, I know you're talking about the checks that aren't coming, but what do you mean? Then you read the U.S. Sun and call them fake news. Guys, do me a favor if you can today. Donate a little bit. I'd appreciate it very much. Yesterday was a pretty bad day. Christina Cardinal, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Sounds like a deodorant. Wait, which thing? The only crime he was good at was SA. Not even that. Because even that he got caught for or got in trouble for. You know what I mean? Like, I love how he runs around talking about I didn't get convicted of it. Bro, you got accused and I think even charged, right? You got charged with it. I don't know anybody who's ever been charged with that. Unless, of course, they did it. You know, so some of these guys, they'll always act like, well, I didn't get convicted, so it's not true. That doesn't mean shit. It means you beat her with a pool stick, and she said, okay, I don't want to fucking testify against this maniac, because if he beats this trial, I'm dead. You know what I mean? I'm dead. Plus, it was the mother of his kid, you know? So she went easy on him. What's up, Joe Root? The U.S. Sun had the proper reporting amongst the real and the fake articles about the checks. Under Armour pH balanced. Is that what he says? Or are you just saying that because you like him? I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything about Under Armour. It's not my thing. Check this out when you have time, FBS. What is it, Jane Creek? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out, Colonel Quill. Last night, I stayed on late doing a politics show. I shouldn't have because I didn't go to bed until mad late. I woke up today at 10, but still, it's still too late for me. And I don't like going to bed late like that anymore. But after doing those shows, I'm all hyped up. So, that's what happens. Where do we go from here, guys? Today, when I woke up, I got to be honest. I was like, well, I don't really feel like talking about Tony today because you get to a point where you're just saying the same shit over and over. But I know tomorrow is going to be, like I said, brutal. So I guess I don't really care too much today. Earlier, I actually found myself wondering, and I still don't care, and I'm not going to talk about him or play his videos, but what Tony Pizza is up to. I don't think I'm subscribed to his current channel, whatever that is, because I don't get notifications for his shit no more. Oh, really? Yeah. Does it show like thousands of pages that are completely black, completely and totally redacted? Told you they were going to do shit like that. Tina is a pig. See, listen, man, it's not even her looks. How do you do that to yourself? You know what I mean? How do you do that to yourself? Like, it's so funny because Tony talks about, I mean, it's already ridiculous. He talks about white girls dating black guys like as if that's, they're devaluing themselves by doing that. But, well, first of all, Tina's white, Tony's black. So when he says that, I mean, I got him the other night on Canarsi's show with that, by the way. But, I mean, if he thinks badly of white girls who date black guys, again, his girl is one of them, how does he feel about a girl who would date a rapist, an armed robber, a lifelong criminal, and an ex-convict who did 22 fucking years in prison? Like, how does he feel about her? Like, listen, there's a lot of black guys that do well for themselves. They're good people, So to use that as a way to insult a white girl, whatever. But Tony, you are a lifelong loser. A lifelong loser. So what does that say about Tina? I mean, that's what really makes her a pig. Is she lives with this dude and she has his back. I remember a time when Tina was going, crazy on Tony for this shit. Like, do not fucking fight with these people and don't do this and don't do that. I think she's just conditioned herself to it. She's like, fuck it. It is what it is. She accepts it now. I don't even think she fights him on it no more. Now she just says, Tony has talked her into calling the cops so many times that now that's just her answer. I'll call the cops on someone, Bobby Berberian, $10. Thank you very much, Bobby. I appreciate you, brother. I think that's what it is. I mean, that's not Tina with the cop shit. I mean, he's talked her into doing it, but again, it was his idea always. That's his answer to everything. He'll fuck with people until they stand up to him, and then he'll call the cops on them. He'll just make her, make the actual phone call. But the one night when they called the cops on Chicago Muscle, I know for a fact, this is before they went into the police station on that video we all saw. I know for a fact that they both called. They were both on the phone with the police. I know that for a fact. They were both on the phone with the police. And then I guess when they went to the police station, he just had, he stood there in the doorway while Tina went in. But they both When did I get muted? When did I get muted? How? The fuck? How long have I been muted, guys? Did Mike Slick hear me say what's up to him? Or was it before that? Yesterday, 30 or 40 seconds ago. Okay. Now I was just looking at these pictures I was sent, and you know, I'm gonna use one for the thumbnail. The third one I got, I'm gonna use that for the thumbnail tomorrow. They're all fruity pictures of Tony, and this one appears to be okay. Thank you, Miss Campion. A tiny Tony with an extra large Tina who's wearing a SeaWorld shirt. So, all right. Well, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, so I'm gonna have fun with that. He is one effeminate man. I mean, he's always like, you know, like there's a picture in here of him, like, you know, he's always very limp wristed, and the costumes, the hats, the wigs. You know what I mean? All right, thank you, Michael. Other people are just letting me know how long I was muted. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. The weird dancing, the gay house music, the fucking tight shirts, the tight jeans. He definitely fits the description of a fagular, as I like to call them. Just kidding. I personally know she gets involved in this YouTube BS. Zero pity here. By the way, you still don't know what started the chain reaction, FBS. You know what he told you? I was ordered to stop. Wait, what? Still don't know what chain reaction and who is ordered to stop. But yeah, I mean, as far as the beginning of that comment, I have no pity for her either. I mean, she's complicit. She's as much a part of this as he is. You know, he tries to use the same thing with. Yeah, no. I know you're talking about SoFlo, but SoFlo ordered you to stop. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I just don't stuff like that. It's like a bunch of individual statements. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah. Me too, Janie Turner. If there's anything you'd like to share in private, yes. Fatbald Italian at Gmail. Oh, is she talking about a court? You were court ordered? What? No, he does, Matthew. Is that what you're saying? Because you know what, Janie? You're the one that he talked about during an entire dinner at a restaurant called Graziano's in Miami. You were the one. I mean, he was sitting there yelling, talking about Jane Turner. And he's playing clips of Chicago, and he's talking about Jane Turner, and while we're trying to eat fucking dinner in a very nice restaurant, you know, everybody else is having conversation. Me, Nikki, his wife, Shanna, you know, even Tina. And Tony's like, hey, FBS, look at this, Jane Turner, big dog. It's like, what the fuck, man? Watcher of Crazy. Hey, good to see you. How you doing? And on several lives too. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't remember what went on between Jane Turner and SoFlo. It had to do with Chicago, right? Did they? Did they actually send her a court order, though? Like a cease and desist? Holy shit. Wow. When he first started, he always mentioned her. Yeah. Well, that makes sense, too, because when I met him in Florida, I had only known him like 3-4 months. So he had only been here that long. No. Okay. I don't know. It's a guessing game, Janie. Can you help us out at all by any chance? What, by what you meant? Like telling us what you meant? Yeah, I know. Believe me, I've gotten them. Yeah, I don't know. None of it makes sense to me. So, I was ordered by my captain to get off of YouTube. All right, Gene. Are you a made guy? What do you mean you're captain? Are you talking about your guy? I swear to God, I'm gonna end the fucking show. What are you guys doing to me today? Holy shit! It's like a fucking. It's like a fucking a politics show. It's like I'm the fucking arguing with MAGA. What do you mean? You're talking? Okay, your boss. Your boss told you to get off of YouTube. That's what I'm hearing. Is that right? Oh, that's right. That's right, Janie. Yes, yes, yes. I remember now. I got you. I got you. Yes. Miss Campion is filling me in. I remember that situation. Now I remember more who you were. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, yeah. He was harassing the shit out of you, right? Sorry, Janie. I forgot about all that. My memory's so bad. I forgot what you did for a living and stuff. He was harassing your job, calling the office and stuff? I'm assuming. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it, that he gets away with this kind of shit? And you guys don't know. I mean, you don't know how fucking close he was to catching a case. And, you know, it might be my fault he didn't, honestly. I'll tell you about it in a second. Yes, and it all started because I had the nerve to call him and ask him to stop doing shows on me, and he did not like that. Oh, Janie, he's a mental patient. You say one thing he doesn't like, he goes off the fucking rails. He's insane. He's fucking insane. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Jorge can't read. I remember her. SoFlo was obsessed with her. She was some type of cop, I think. Yeah. Oh, really? How? Anyway, what was I getting ready to say? I told you guys this story before, but just to remind you, around the time me and him were really, really going at it, but it was mainly him just doing videos about me literally 3-4 times a day for probably at that point 8-9 months. I'm not exaggerating. It just wouldn't stop. I was at the UPS store. I was returning an Amazon package or something. I was in some weird town in Lancaster here, and I got a fucking call from the U.S. government. That's what it said on my phone. And I answered the phone, and it was the FBI. And it was an agent that I had spoken to before. And he says, hey, Chris. It was a very odd phone call. He goes, hey, Chris, how you doing? I said, I'm good. How are you doing? And he said, I'm okay. I just wanted to give you a call and ask you about this SoFlo character. I said, what? And then this is like 2 days after they went to his house. Remember when they went to his house? It was one of those agents that called me. And he was like, SoFlo been bothering you still? Is he still making threats and stuff like that? And I said, no. I said, no, he hasn't done it. He said, has he threatened your family? Has he done anything? And I said, no. And it was real weird. Like he just kind of sat silent, and then he was asking me more and more questions. And then he brought up that they went to his house. And I said, yeah, I heard he had he had a video that he played, and that FBI agent saw it. He said, oh, I know. I saw the video, and he was calling me out by name, and I think he said his partner too. So they had a hard on for him without a fucking doubt. And it seemed to me, and I'm just being honest, I'm not trying to, be dramatic and act like they were like, oh, we're going to get him tomorrow. If you just give us information. It was nothing like that. It was just, I know how these things go with law enforcement. And you could tell they were just looking for like that last piece of the puzzle, like one more thing to finally arrest him. And maybe it's my dumbass fault, but I just said no, that he wasn't, he hadn't made any threats or anything. Otherwise, I think he would have been arrested. I really do believe so, because the FBI doesn't just call people to check on them and shit. You know what I mean? Like the dude wanted to know, has there been anything? And he did say to me, he said something like, we're just looking for, anything else that has, taken place. So they wanted more on him, from shoplifting to espionage. Well, listen, internet crimes, man, that's the FBI, So, and believe me, I'm thinking about doing things a little differently because I know they're cop callers. I mean, there's a part of me that just wants to put up a website or few different YouTube channels. But whether I do or not, you'll never know it if I do it. You could play this in court. You'll never know if I do. It'd be impossible to find out. But there's no way they're going to get away with this. There's no way they're going to get away with that. Family is going to get away with Tony talking about and threatening my daughter tomorrow. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And Tina knows this. Tina knows it really, really gets bad when he mentions my daughter. You know, she knows. So if she was smart and she gave a fuck about herself or her family, she would tell him, listen, you ain't doing that shit. Otherwise, you're out. But I think she's afraid to even stand up to him anymore. Who knows? He just runs that house. He moved into a house with 2 women and he took it over. You know, he took it over. So, but he could do whatever he wants. Believe me, I already know what he's going to do tomorrow. It's all been done. He already done all of it. I'm just saying that I'm going to use this as an excuse. No doubt about it. To get really, 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 really down and dirty, you know? Well, nobody would know how to get a hold of you, Miss Gabrielle. Her hands are just as dirty as his. Yeah. I can play you that call again if you want. You can hear her talking about the shit. You can. What happened, guys? Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, there I am. So, what information? What do you... Oh, no, she just means nobody's hitting her up and asking her for info. He is her employee, according to him. You're talking about the welfare phone call, right? Like, he's never actually said that on YouTube, has he? Because that would be great. God, that looks exactly like her. This is Tina holding anti-diarrhea medication. Big Tina finds love. It's a black dude behind her. Oh, God, she is a fucking enormous. I forgot about that diarrhea. Yeah, she's in the police station talking about how she's so stressed out she's had diarrhea over Chicago muscle picking on them. And, you know, it's so funny because regardless of what Chicago was or wasn't doing, Tina, are you forgetting to tell the cop what your husband was doing? Because that was during the time of the Mont Pass fiasco. You know? You were fucking... Guys, I'll never forget it, man. And, I had a clip because I sent it to someone at one point. But I had a clip of him where he was on the phone, or he called the gas station where Brenda Monpass supposedly worked. He called so many times that they changed the phone number. And I had the clip of when he called and the phone number was disconnected. And then it was either later that day or the next day that he was telling people to follow Brenda Monpass home from work. I mean, this is real sick stalker rapist type shit. You know, you'd only hear that from Tony. For real. Sick fuck. She creates huge amounts of gravity. Yes. She's a large lady. She is. Big girl. She's only like, 3'5", so it's a lot of weight to carry around. Yeah, ducks. Yeah. To say that on the internet and, he gets away with this shit somehow. I mean, it's amazing. He'll cross the line, though. He might cross it tomorrow. We'll see. We still need justice for the Monpaz family. Yeah, we're honestly, yeah. I mean, look what he did to them. My God. And we all told her. We all told her, or told him, that's not Chicago Muscle and his family, bro. Like you keep showing a picture of like a fucking 80-year-old man who's like a skeleton. And you're telling me that voice comes from that guy? We all told him, Tony, you're wrong. This is not Chicago, and he would get pissed off. What are you saying, big dog? You know, and he'd start flipping out. It wasn't just me; it was other friends of his. Everybody knew he was wrong, but they couldn't convince him because this dickhead. I mean, think about that. This is how he does research. That's why nobody ever has to worry about a thing. This guy, he heard Chicago Muscle saying that he was going to Maine or something for his mother-in-law's funeral. And listen, I'm quite sure Chicago Muscle probably does the type of shit I do. Like, I'll give you an example. Anywhere I go, I'm always going to tell you I'm somewhere else. You know, you've already learned that, right? So if I had to go somewhere for a funeral, I would tell you someplace completely different because I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Chicago, I don't know. Maybe he did go to Maine. I don't know. But chances are he probably just, it was a different state or something. I don't know. Anyway, Tony gets this bright idea. Let's look through all the Maine obituaries for the week until we find the name Brenda. I swear to God, like as if it's not a common name. And that's what they did. They went through him and Arthur Stewell, and I forget who else, went through the obituaries, and they found a Brenda Montpass that was related to some dead woman. And he said, that's it. That's her. It's like, no, it's not. It's not. I still think SoFlo is a dangerous guy in 2026. I could easily see him doing something insane to get put back in prison. It'll be a life sentence, being he's a senior citizen. He will rat because of his age. Well, you got to have people to rat on. I mean, if he commits some crazy crime, that's on him. You know what I mean? He's not going to be, you know, in a gang or, you know, selling drugs or most likely even committing a crime with another person. If he does anything, it'll be out of rage and it'll be just him doing it. So, you know, but I believe, yeah, I mean, guys like Tony don't stay out of prison. Again, the only reason he's out of prison is because of Tina. That's it. Because of that house. If he, you know, was still, you know, if he had to stay in a homeless shelter like he was when he met her, because that's where he was when they met. He lived in a homeless shelter. Okay. They told me the whole story at dinner one night. All right. When they met in 2016 on POF. If he was in a situation where he was still in a homeless shelter or he was homeless, which he would have been, then, you know, he would have already committed crimes and gotten caught because he's the worst criminal in the history of fucking crime. I remember when he dropped that info, you didn't mention it at all. The Brenda shit. Oh, no. I wouldn't say a word. And the one night I said on my show, I said, I don't think he's right. And meanwhile, I knew he wasn't right. And he got all pissed off about that. They won the worst lottery in the world. Yeah, they really did. Oh, shit. What was I going to tell you guys? I just had something to say. Oh, fuck me. What was it about? I'm tired today, guys. I'm beat. You could tell my energy is low. I'm beat today. Probably because I went to bed so late. Oh, man. What was I going to tell you guys? I hope it comes to me. Oh, wait. It just almost did. There was something I wanted you guys to. Oh, that's what it was. It pertains to one person. Somebody yesterday named Lana sent $20 and said she wanted to be unblocked because she's somehow a part of this thing that's going on. I attempted to. I sat here for an hour this morning trying to unblock her, but again, the way YouTube does it, for some reason, there's only a few hundred names. And then you can't find anybody else on you unless you unblock a whole ton of people. We spent years blocking those people. I'm not unblocking all of them. So it doesn't show you everybody you have blocked. It only shows you the last, say, 300. And then unless you unblock some of them, you won't see any other ones. So in other words, what I'm telling you is I cannot unblock you unless you send me your channel name. Or link. I'm sorry, your link to your channel, which is very easy. If you go to your channel, click on your profile picture, there'll be a what's supposed to be a description. You click more, whatever the fuck it is, and you'll see your YouTube channel link. If you can email me that at fatbalditalian@gmail, I can unblock you right away. But unfortunately, that's the only way at this point. And Dumb JC said it wasn't Chicago, but Montepass was a different troll. Oh my God, that's right. After we exposed who Chicago really was, they had to save face. They said he was a different troll. Yeah, and JC, yep. Oh my God. Meanwhile, this poor guy, you know, I don't know if he's a good guy, a bad guy. I don't know what his story is, but you know, I don't even know if he realizes how much his family was put through. Like, I don't know if he knows what went on here or to what extent it went on. I don't know. You might be right, Matthew, right at this point. I mean, again, guys, when he talks tough, just always remember something. Tony Pizza called him out. Now, don't get me wrong. Tony would have ran. We know that. But still, called him out, talked mad shit to him, called him a spick, all kinds of other things, telling him, come get me. Come get me. Tony Soflo is 2 hours away. Pizza was in Florida for, what, a year probably with the RV and everything else? Soflo's a couple hours away that entire time. He does nothing to Pizza, nothing. I swear on my life, guys, if he was 2 hours away from me for a week, I'd go see him. Okay? Tony did nothing to him. And I have a video clip that I'll put up maybe in the next couple of days or when I feel like it, where Tony Pizza says about Tina, you know, she doesn't think that I'll walk into that law firm and split her fucking head open. That's what he said. And that was before Tony became friends with him again. But in case you forgot when Tony called Soflo out, let me just play it for you.
Where he don't belong. Adding himself into a situation that had nothing to do with him. All right? First of all, scumbag, motherfucker. Look at me, cocksucker. Look at me. You know where the fuck I am. You don't got to play this. I'm going to run into him one day. Grab your balls, get in the fucking Uber, whatever the fuck you need to get into, and come see me if you got something on your chest. Fuck face. You're going to sit there and rewrite the fucking history? You bothered my mother way before I bothered that fucking. Get it fucking right, you fucking stupid fucking. All right? You bothered my mother way before I ever called that fucking place. And there ain't a fucking thing you're going to do about it. How's that? But come see me. I got something for you. And I don't need a knife. I don't need no knife. Don't worry about no knife. I'll rip your head off your fucking shoulders.
And Tony Soflo didn't grab his balls or get in an Uber and come see him. Nothing. By the way, you know what that reminds me of? I always play the Sopranos thing, but it also reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Like anytime Trump does a speech or something, they fact check it. And that speech he gave the other night, they went through and cut all the lies out and just left the parts where he wasn't lying. And it's just like a 30-second clip of him breathing and fucking at the end, he says, Merry Christmas to everyone. The whole thing was just one like long series of lies. Oh, shit. He brags about 40 years ago terrorizing people on party lines. 40 years later, the fucking idiot is doing the same thing on YT. He is Peter Pan, the fairy boy who never grew up. That's right. Copy URL. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For the link. Yeah. Channel link. That person that hit me up yesterday. It's all you got to do. We all have a channel. People don't think they have a channel. If you're on YouTube and you're in a chat, you have a channel. So just send me the link to your channel. And all you got to do is copy and paste it into an email, and I'll unblock you right away. I'm not sure who she is. I don't remember hearing the name before, but apparently she was blocked, and now she said she wants to be unblocked because she's somehow a part of this whole thing with Soflo in Chicago or something. I don't know. If necessary, you can contact that Mompass family to corroborate being harassed by the Ripper. Oh, yeah, if that's what I had to do, like, guys, I'm telling you, if they ever try to take me to court or serve me with any paperwork or anything, oh, my fucking God, I swear to you, I will dig up every single thing this motherfucker has ever done wrong. Yeah. And everything, you know, where she's involved. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yep. Flo hates Pizza the most because Pizza has zero fear of him, trashes dude's family. Miami has done zero. Well, I disagree with you on that, Rolex. He doesn't hate Pizza the most. He hates me the most. And Pizza is terrified of SoFlo. Absolutely terrified. That video I just played you, after he did that, he literally left Florida the next day and was gone. He went to Long Island. Okay. He disappeared from Florida after that for weeks and weeks. And then he finally went back. I think he stayed for a short period of time and then went back to New York. So he's terrified of SoFlo. He won't go anywhere near him. But he knew that he was going to make that video and then haul ass, you know? Yeah, I agree. Oh, I know. But that's how Tony's okay with that. Grab your balls, get in an Uber. I got a futon. I'm not going nowhere. I wish I had that video still. Guys, you're going to donate to the show? What the fuck is going on? What happens here? If I don't have like Mr. Anonymous 6 or somebody, there's no donations. What are you guys doing? What the fuck is going on? I made $10. Can't be for real. What am I on here for? You can hear the dentures not sticking to the bridge of his mouth, rattling around in his mouth. Yeah, I know. Oh, he was drunk, without a doubt. I titled that video back there, Pizza Drunk, because there's no question. He's lit. His teeth are falling out of his mouth. He's slurring his words. His eyes are all glassy. He's all fucking, you know, like hyped up and shit. Yeah. That is the best pizza clip ever. Hellcat, I was just thinking that when I was playing it. There is no better pizza clip. Because the way his teeth keep falling out of his mouth, it is so funny and so symbolic of who Tony Pizza is. Just a complete fuck up. Forget about you lost all your teeth. You can't even keep the fake ones in your mouth. You're such a fuck up. Yeah, that is the best pizza clip of all time. Hands down. That's better than when he said, if you step foot in my mother's erection, you're going to jail. Isn't it funny, guys? You ever notice something? That the guys that call the cops the most are the guys that always start the trouble. It isn't the people who just fight back. No, it's Tony SoFlo and Tony Pizza. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They hold the records here for most calls to the police. Okay, guys, do not ever let SoFlo fool you. Tina doesn't do shit unless Tony tells her to. Okay, Tony, he cannot handle. Look what I'm doing to him. Look how I had him the other night on Canarsi's show. I mean, he was sweating. He was fucking losing his voice. He was stressed out. He kept going silent because he didn't know how to respond to me. Okay, he'll pick at you and fuck with you and fuck with you until you snap and you go back at him. And if you're beating him, he wants to stop you any way possible. So he goes to Tina and he says, call the cops. And then the plan is to get a restraining order so that, you know, none of them can be talked about anymore. So that you're completely silenced from talking about any of them, including Tony. Okay, that's always the plan. I sat in virtual court here when they took, when they took Suge for a restraining order, I believe. Yeah, I know what their plan is. Always, you know, and it's always about Tony. He wants to be left alone. So he figures if he can get you arrested or get paperwork on you of some kind, you know, a restraining order, anything, you know, then that's what he'll do. It's just like tomorrow. Guys, this stupid show he's going to do. Why didn't he do it yesterday or today? I'll tell you why. The reason he puts things off till Moody Monday is because he wants to see if you'll get scared and change your mind about fucking with him. I won't. And tomorrow, I'm doing Moody Monday too. I'm going to wait and see what he does. And then I'm going to do my own Moody Monday, and it's going to be about Tina and Michael and Girolamo, Rita, Palomeni, and all these people. So, and any of you people I just mentioned who don't like that, well, again, you could just tell Tony to stop fucking with people, but you won't do that. So if you guys allow him to sit in that house and go after people's families, it's going to come back to you. That's it. I don't know his name, but he was on her panel this morning. He was on her show this morning. Who in the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yeah, they really did. They really did. Did I? I had a soundbite of that? I don't remember that. Then again, can you be surprised I don't remember anything? You've had one or two on this show, and I only had one. What the fuck? Mother's erection was the best. No, it doesn't beat this one. I told you I got blocked in this chat very early on under my normal name for calling Junior a rat. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Gotti cookbook would be a great idea. Okay. It's interesting to me that the feds know all about Mobtube. Well, if you read the Rolling Stone article that about Mobtube, and I talked to the guy kind of interviewed me. They didn't put any of us in the article. They only put Franzese and Sammy and stuff. But I believe it talks about it in the article that a lot of these other shows are watched, or at least their shows are watched because the FBI is always looking for them to slip up, you know? So it's, you know, only common sense that they watch shows like mine, because at that time, all these guys, not Michael or Sammy, but all these guys like Howie and Frank and fucking Bill Catolo and Anthony Arlotta and all these people were on my show all the time. Jimmy Calandra, you know, so they, I mean, I know you guys think, a lot of people think that once somebody cooperates, the feds are their best friends after that. No, they would love to bust them all over again. So it says in the Rolling Stone article, that's why the feds watch this shit. So the guy wouldn't. That's how sneaky these motherfuckers are. So the interviewer called me and he said, "Hey, I wanted to talk to you specifically and interview you because I was told by, I think it was RJ that told him that I came up with the word Mobtube and named it that." So he had a whole interview with me and asked me about my life and all this shit. And I told him, you know, whatever. I talked to him about a bunch of stuff. We were on the phone for 15, 20 minutes. And then he, when he did the article, because he didn't include me or RJ or Jeff or any of those people in it, he fucking, he called it Gangster YouTube or Mafia YouTube, something like that. He wouldn't call it Mobtube. Yeah. They didn't want the drama from, you know, that's according to him from what these other shows bring, shows like mine. Yes, type. His old lady knows that, but she has zero power over Flo. We see how he talks down to her like she's the dirt under his shoes. You are correct to an extent, but at the same time, if she really told him, listen, you're out of here if you don't stop this shit, he would have no choice but to stop. He would have no choice but to stop. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Will Beck ever be on deck, Big Dog FBS? Maybe. We'll see. I hear you. Beck's, oh, look. Speak of the devil. Beck simping for another man online and wanting to fight people for that man is hilarious. It's always been very strange. Yeah. Always been. Anyway, guys, meanwhile, if they committed a crime together, Tony would rat him out in a heartbeat. I got to get going, guys. I can't believe this. This is really disappointing. It's like there's no winning with you guys. I talk about Tony Pizza, I don't make no money. I talk about Tony SoFlo, I don't make no money. So even the drama doesn't work anymore. I don't know what to say, but as you can tell, I'm disgusted. So Thanks for everything and nothing at the same time. And I'll see you next time. Jesus.